kind of praying against it, just a little bit. I'm thinking, though, that actually things are going to turn around. I'm going to tell you at the end why I think things will turn around. I know it sounds completely crazy to your ears right now, like, how the hell could this turn around? I will tell you how it'll turn around. It actually makes sense, okay? I'll tell you it at the end. So you have to stick with me to the end. All right. At any rate, so you got this museum display of the future in Dubai. Features basically something rather curious in one display. Check this out. Let's play this.
The Museum of the Future in Dubai. This right here, this system, is the first payment implant under your skin for contactless payment. There's a reason that Neo and John Connor tried to take out the robots of the future, because artificial intelligence is here. Yesterday I visited the...
Yeah, dude. All right. So actually, this kind of relates to something else that I showed recently that our GOV is putting out that you might want to see. Has to do with 6G. What was it? Yeah, here we go. Maybe this will pull it up. Yeah, here we are. Winning the 6G race. This was put out back at the end of last year, tail end of last year. And notice that it has a certain thing on it. If I can get it to go. There we go. Right here. What does it say right there? Like emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, robotics, and implantable, of course, technologies. He just mentioned that in that display of the future. I am sure not going to get one of these things ever. And I think they're going to find out very quickly a lot of people are not going to go for this. Yeah, we'll wait. All right, so implantable. Yeah, I'm not interested. How about you guys? Are you interested in that? This is clearly what they want. And it's very obvious that they're going this bad direction, even though our president seems to be sort of not going that direction sometimes, but often also going to that direction. I don't know how to explain that. Like, he appears like he's trying to go the right direction, but then he continues to allow these people to do this stuff, which clearly is going the wrong direction. It's like you're facing that direction, but still going backwards. It's kind of like that, actually. Doing the moonwalk, I guess, like Michael Jackson does or something. Actually, that's almost a perfect analogy. Here we go. So data center developers are leaving gifts on landowners' properties they are trying to purchase as bribes to get them to have a conversation. American knows a data center wants his property. He was left with $400 cash, $100 bills, $250 Nike gift card, more. He says they've been trying to contact him. Let's just check this out real quick.
It is now 7 o'clock p.m. I don't want any gifts. I'm good. So anyways, very, very weird. I'm all dirty. I was working on my horse trailer. Very weird, y'all. Very weird. So these are the gifts. This is a gift card to Outback or whatever. It says talk to you soon. This one has $250 and it has some money back here. This one is very weird, yo, because to give you an idea, I wear beat up boots 24/7. Like, I don't even care if I had the money to buy new shoes. I wouldn't buy new shoes. Nike gift card. Talk to you soon. $250. Yo, weird as shizzle. And so I was hoping he'd be back. They came back. And then the cash, as far as the cash goes, it's like in a safety clip. It's like it's like $400 right there in cash.
Just to talk to him. What's he doing? Oh, he's got that. Okay. I was like wondering what he was doing there. Yeah, so $400. So he was giving all these gifts just to talk to him about selling his property to him so that they can throw a data center out in the middle of this rural area. And this is what they're doing. They're building them in rural areas now. Tuckmeister sounding the alarm on the largest AI data center ever proposed in the U.S. 40,000 acres, 62 square miles, all in Utah. Power consumption 9 gigawatts, double that what the entire state of Utah currently uses. So basically, one massive building, or I don't know if it'd be more than one building. It sounds like it's one building, but is it one building? That's insane. One building Or is it just one building complex? Maybe there's multiple buildings. I don't know. 62 square miles. Double the power consumption of the entire state. Using more electricity than every home, business, and factory in the state combined. And it's being built in one of the most water-stressed regions of the country. That's so weird. Nobody's asking if the grid can handle it. Nobody's asking what happens to the water. So this reminds me of this Goliath show I used to watch with Billy Bob Thornton. I think it was season 2 or 3. I think it was season 2, where one of his friends, I think it was his friend's widow, because I think his friend died. She was on a farm, and they were, just had a small farm. And all of a sudden, the land just started caving in. Actually, I think that's what happened. Her husband died from the land caving in. And he was going there to help represent, because Billy Bob Thornton is the lawyer in the show. And he was going to represent her. And what it was is there was this massive farm sucking all the water from underneath the ground from all the other properties, so that all these other properties were running dry. Could that be what happens here? They go underneath the ground, suck all the water in the area, so there's literally no water for anybody except for themselves, and use it for the data center?
Check it out. When it's my time, I'm going out with a bang like kamikaze. I live H.I.P. HOP hip-hop ain't no hobby. You probably wonder how I be kicking it like karate. Vapors beat me up like Scotty. Watch me levitate your body. I be like THC. Fake MCs won't face me. Take one hit of my lyrics and I'll leave your brain spacey. Break free, knock you out of orbit in the solar system. I hold the wisdom in my hand when I release you wisdom. That's how my rapping happened when I started living. I've been given the name Brian, better known as Steel. Switch the A with the I so you can think how I feel. It's all relative, even in one of my strange days. Float on hot tide so you can hang 10 on my brainwaves. Engrave names, engrave displays, MCs I've slayed. Cut like a fade, trying to fuck with the razor blade. Hey yo, I'm ready, lyrics slicing deadly like machete. When I'm writing with the pen, I turn the paper to confetti. Toss it in the air and let it hit your head heavy. That's the real definition of a lyrical head tap. Ask my main man, he hit your brain when he said that. Step back, my sound explosion leaves you blind. I've chosen this rhyme designed to leave you frozen in time. Yeah. Check it out. Stainless steel. Why? Yeah. High school bug out. Bitch. What? Acapella, fella, mozzarella, fender, bender, pretender, and the sentence with a .com. I'm on the World Wide Web, spin a thread in your head. I don't give a fuck, you get tucked in the bed. Red eyes, dead flies, spread lies and rumors. Old school pumas, baby boomers, sailors and lunars. Flips to eclipse, fat lip, gymnastic, plastic, stainless steel raps. Kid, you could get smacked with a hit from a pacifist. Ask a bitch about an activist. I cry when you laugh at this. Hourglass passing while I'm pulsing. Caution, hit the switch, electrocution. Ridiculous expulsion, flossing. Gums bleeding, dumb ones reading, chicken scratch. I'm sick of that. Halitosis without a tic-tac. The viper bit back, venomous, tremendous potential energy. It's a mental issue, beneficial to your physical remedy. Love potion number 9, slow motion from behind. I love it when myself and the universe intertwine. I don't mean to interrupt, but I need to fuck it up. Use drainer if it's stuck. Volcano erupt, volcano erupt, volcano erupt.
almost like the exact same idea as season 2 of Goliath. At least to me, it sounds like it.
Utah, in a fairly sparsely populated, pretty remote county in Utah, most of which is sparsely populated, in which will be built what's being billed as the largest data center in the world. Enormous. 40,000 acres. 40,000 acres. 62 square miles, multiples the size of Manhattan.
That's crazy, man. Multiple the size of Manhattan. That's insane. Can you imagine that? It's like crazy how big it is. But so there is some good news, okay? Like, I've been obviously giving you a little bit of bad news here, right? A little bit. I actually do think this will turn out good in the end. I know it sounds completely insane to say that at this point, but I actually have some ideas why. I've been predicting a couple things. For one, I've been saying that they're going way too hard on this AI and that the market is a bubble. And I say that, and I've said and I've predicted that they will cut half back. Like they'll fire, say, 100 employees, they'll bring back 50. And you're already starting to see some of this stuff happen. Microsoft just announced to ban its own engineers from using AI due to the cost of using it. VP of NVIDIA said the cost of AI for my team was more than the humans. AI can cost more than human workers now. So this is my point. I was seeing a lot of issues with AI and how quickly they were rolling it out. It reminded me of the dot-com bubble. I think a lot of this stuff's going to be scaled back. It's not going to work out like they think. And I think Sam Altman is also concerned because he is now putting out a new IPO, right, for a company, an AI company. And before he would say, yeah, I think AI is going to take most jobs. Now he's scaling that back. Whether or not it's because he changed his mind or is it because he's investing in this stuff and now putting an IPO out, right? Because you've had Jeff Bezos and a lot of others talking this way as well. Sam Altman spent years telling the world AI would replace most jobs. Entire job category is gone. Millions of people panicked. Government wrote legislation around it. Kids changed their career paths over it. Now he says he was publicly wrong. He also just filed a $1 trillion IPO. Nothing makes AI sound safer than when you're about to go public. So this was another thing I noticed. Like if you go look at Kevin O'Leary, you go look at Jeff Bezos, even Elon Musk, they're all talking like the positive aspects of AI now. They're talking like, hey, this isn't going to take all the jobs. Hey, also, look, only one person in the family is going to have to work again. This will cause deflation, which is the case, and it would be true, assuming that those in charge don't start printing more money, which, by the way, they're already going to print more money to buy Bitcoin. I just read that today. $1 trillion to buy Bitcoin. 5% of Bitcoin is going to be bought up by the government. So this is like assuming best case scenario, which I think is kind of, at this point, would you ever assume best case scenario with the world we have and the government we have? I don't think it's wise to assume that, right? But I do think, though, and at the tail end, I'll tell you why I think it will turn around. It will sound, I think it will sound good to you guys. I think you'll get it. It'll make sense. All right. But we got to go through all this stuff. We're going to go through all this stuff. We got Pam Blondie. Pam Blondie now appointed to the AI panel where she will help coordinate between federal government and AI firms. Blondie will also take on newly created advisory role focused on national infrastructure. I'm laughing because I know she'll do exactly what they want, which is basically nothing, and not get in the way, and just let them do whatever the hell they want. Because we've already seen what she can do with the files, with Jeffrey and the Island. She literally did nothing. Absolutely nothing. They fired her from that job. They're moving her sideways to a new job. It reminds me of like managers in companies. Like you got the worst manager ever. He's just horrible. And what do? They move him to a new position. They never fire him. They just move him to a new position. It's so irritating. But if an employee that's like a lower than the manager, engineer, or just regular blue-collar worker, whoever it is, he screws up, he's fired. The manager screws up, moves sideways. I remember this one manager where I used to work as an engineer. He was so bad, they literally just took all the people underneath him and removed him and just put him over in a corner by himself and gave him a paycheck. Like, he could not manage anybody. He was so horrible at his job. And they just basically put him in a corner and they had him manage nobody. And they still paid him. I'm like, what the hell? Just fire the guy. He's horrible. They will not fire people. And it seems like the government's the same retarded thing, you know, like, oh, look, she did a horrible job. Let's just move her to a new position. She's over AI now. I'm sure that's going to go well. I guess she can destroy everything while she's at it, you know. She can destroy that. Now she can destroy this. I guess that's what, you know, a lot of people, I mean, there's a lot of people like my comment on that. Some are getting mad, though, when I said this kind of stuff. But you have to admit, the facts are the facts. She's horrible at her job. It's true. Just end the story. Then we got this story here. FB, of course, DHS have created a new anti-tech, apparently Terry type of threat category to monitor and surveil those who are activists and are against, you know, AI development and AI centers and all that kind of stuff. This is so ridiculous. There's literally been nothing in this category yet of anybody doing anything. Like, what's happened? Nothing. Like, have you heard any stories of someone crashing a drone into one or something? I haven't heard anything. The last time I heard of anything like this was like a Tesla getting hit by stuff, right? That was like a year ago or something. I haven't heard anything in the area of AI centers at all. Like, they're making this task force already. They know people hate these things. No one's doing anything I've seen that's, well, I guess there was, okay, you can say this. This is not an AI, you know, data center, but you could say Sam Altman's house. Yeah, someone came to Sam Altman's house and threw some stuff at it and shot some stuff at it. That happened, okay? But Sam Altman also said, hey, this AI could cause the end of the world, but hey, we're going to make money in the meantime, right? He's literally said stuff like that. So, I mean, obviously, if you're causing people to lose all their jobs, it's not surprising people will be upset about it. This doesn't make them extremists or anything of the sort. It just means they hate what you're doing. And you're not listening. You're just like, oh, we want to make money. We want to put AI everywhere. That's what you're doing. But like I said, there is some good news to this silver lining. We have some people realizing this whole all-in AI thing is not going to work. You got the circular market where NVIDIA's investing in these AI companies. The AI companies are buying NVIDIA chips. Now NVIDIA's come out and said, look, this AI sucks. It costs more than our employees. You got this guy here saying, why would you get rid of all your junior developers? You're going to have no one running AI when it does work. It's like the dumbest thing he's ever heard, he said. So you got things like that. But then you also have this other factor, which I wanted to point out, which I think is important.
We really did have everything, didn't we? I mean, when you think about it.
Let's get out of here, Dad. This stinks. Don't bring me here anymore, right?
I fall to my knees, I thank God for his grace. When life is falling apart, this one is falling in place. If I did a sum total of like all the mistakes that could have drove me off the edge, that it started to crank. Your love's a wonderful thing that we ought to embrace, but the cares of this world make us stomp on the brakes, make us whine like stomping on grapes. This comes into play, we fail to mature and seek your wonderful face. These mere thoughts of mine aren't coming to age, and my foolishness is something that I've come to embrace. My steps and his will should be one and the same. That's the only way to assure I'm not running in vain. That would hurt me to my core like stomach with pains. Separated from the king who conquers and reigns, the good shepherd who sent the lamb to be slain. Watch the dirt ascend away like thunder and rain.
get out of here, Dad. This stinks. Don't bring me here anymore, right? Don't bring me here anymore, right?
Living in a world that's ill, but yet an emerald. This world doesn't believe in love, rejecting miracles. I can't ponder that too long and go wandering. Beauty can deceive, but all beauty isn't a dream. Precious oils, I got gifts within this chamber. Tell me, is love really involved off the paper? Bitterness kills, but what prolongs life is deeds. Stone aquarium now, looking at the seas. Breathing and living on one accord, that's the key. Leaving this world, taking the trip with the king. Yahuwah is life, the Jehovah Rockefeller. Sad, it's a shame, but this new cloak is a game. Peace is clarity, my new flesh to clean. Healing the ears from all iniquity and scenes that corrupted the mind. It's no magic what Yah means. I had my days being familiar with the spirits I was conjuring, but now I speak words from the spirit. Ruach HaKodesh should be the only truest breath. Witches can kill, but most times they are deceived and need someone to show them the wrongs and intercede. Entering the seed, the spiritual warfare. Quote all you want when spiritual war is here. Get a close stare as what is involved in there. If it's not there, it's dead, it's not there. Loneliness is only a phase, don't fall scared. Two is better than one, don't miss the blessing. To become one, but without Yah, it's no question. More like a statement of saying it won't work. Keep on pushing and rising up from the dirt like Yahusha. A phoenix, the sun is just a bird. Divine interrogation to see what is perceived. My thoughts ain't Yah's thoughts, I'm done doing me. Everything you need is right here, I thirst. Time's getting worse, but now is for the search. Cherish every day, tomorrow is not now. Here is the sound from problems your mind amounts, but don't get mad if others treat you antisocial because you're social. Show them you're antisocial. Precious stones all got their days, but never boastful. Unless it's the most high trust, is only hopeful. Chambered and cherished, we submit through the fields. Jealousy kills, it only hurts for the feel. Some people show trust but hurt by the seal. Ones who's faithful you can trust Yah and hear. Yah has not given us persecution complex, be clear.
So now this is going to sound crazy to some, but I think it's going to make sense to those that are my regular listeners, at least. We just recently dedicated America back to God. Okay? Now everyone that doesn't believe in God, they'll be like, so what? Who cares? Whoa, that doesn't mean anything, right? But those who do believe in God and understand there's a thing called dominion, if you dedicate your nation to God, that gives God permission to do stuff in your country. So before this, and again, I've covered this on video before, there was supposedly a deal made back around the time of, I think, what was it, I'm trying to remember the exact year. I covered this before. Okay, let me look up something real quick. It was a little bit more than 50 years ago. There was a deal made, supposedly, during this certain project called Looking Glass with an entity, and as soon as the 50 years were up, the things that they had passed 50 years ago were gone. And one of those is Roe v. of course, Wade, if you've heard of that. Let's see here. Looking Glass. I covered this all before. I know if you don't believe in God, you don't believe in the spiritual realm, this is going to sound, like, what are you talking about, dude? But the fact is, our world has changed so drastically in such a short period of time, you can't just say that's by happenstance. You have thousands of years, hundreds of years at times where nothing changed in societies. Hundreds and even thousands of years in some places, where it's almost the exact same as it's always been. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, in the last 100 years, or last 200 years, you got all this insane industrialization, AI, all this crazy stuff out of nowhere. A little weird. Considering all the thousands of years before that, nothing like that happened. Makes you kind of wonder if they're making deals with something. Okay? Might make you wonder that, considering we had the Book of Enoch talking about them doing that in the ancient times. Making deals with fallen things. Watchers, they called them in the Book of Enoch. 200 watchers came out on Mount Hermon, made a pact to make deals with humans, to mate with women, create giants, all that kind of stuff. You ever heard of any of that? Okay, this is not what I'm talking about. Not talking about a music group here. Yeah, so this was 1970. I think it was 1970. I didn't have it open. Whatever, it was like 1970 or something like that. At any rate, the point is that literally 50 years, virtually almost exactly 50 years after Roe v. Wade, it was overturned. And it was so weird because if our leaders made this deal with this entity, and then that thing expired after 50 years, and then America dedicates themselves back to God, which happened, that gives God license to do things in our country. And what I mean by that is, like, he can now interact in our country and do things, even miraculous things. And before this, he couldn't because we made a deal with something else, is my point. So now if we actually made a deal with God, you can do stuff in our country now. He can now go through and clean house. So everyone's always thinking, oh, if we get the right president in there, he'll clean the swamp or drain the swamp, or whatever they want to call it. Guess what? It doesn't happen if you're making deals with entities, demons, or whatever. You make a deal with God, it doesn't matter what bad person's in there. He's going to take care of business, is my point. So I think there's theoretically a possibility that our country could turn around very quickly now after we dedicated it to God. And July 4th, we have our 250th, was it how do you say it? Bicentennium or whatever the hell it said. 250 years, right? So I think that there's a possibility that all the stuff that they're plotting out, will all blow up in their face because of that very thing I just mentioned there. Now, of course, if you don't believe in spiritual stuff, you're like, oh, I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. Well, we'll see if it happens. How's that sound? All right, here we go. So then we got some other stories. What's going on in Europe? Pretty crazy. People being arrested for literally just telling facts now. The judge openly admitted the facts themselves were not false. The guy gets convicted for hate, of course, speech, by merely stating facts. And apparently facts don't matter anymore, because he linked all the people coming into their country to crime and the social decline. So this is another factor. So you see what's going on in the West, how our country has had a loss of its morality, its culture, its traditions, its way of life. They bring in these people from other countries that don't believe in what we believe in at all. You have a lack of cohesion. This is all intentional in destroying us as well. And you can see how they're punishing people in Belgium over this now for merely stating facts. Right? And another interesting thing I wanted to mention really quick, as we're getting near the tail end of this, we had Steven Spielberg just said that Obama came and visited this film set when he created Disclosure Day. I find that very intriguing. I'll tell you why after I play this clip. Let's just play this really fast.
This is the first set Barack ever visited, even though your daughter's a filmmaker, Malia.
Yeah, right.
So I feel bad I scooped Malia and he
She
came
doesn't
on my
care.
schedule.
She will never invite us to anything that she does. You know, she doesn't want us around her stuff. But he had a ball.
This is the first set Barack ever visited, even though you're...
So you know what's really interesting about that? I noticed a little thing on the trailer for Disclosure Day that was also in Obama's movie. What was his called? I can't remember what it was called. What was it called? Yeah, here we are. That's the name. Leave the World, of course, Behind. This movie right here back in 2023, remember it had like a weird scene with a deer? Yeah, actually it's right on the cover. Here it is. It's right on the cover. There it is. Let's get it on the screen. It's also there's a deer in Disclosure Day that turns into an alien. Like, what is up with these deers in these movies? You got, what the hell is this? Is there a connection between deers and aliens I don't know about? What's going on with this crap? What is this? Yeah, like if you see this, there's a scene where it shows the close-up of a deer that turns into it basically doesn't necessarily turn into an alien, but it shows a deer and then I don't know, maybe I can show it real quick. It shows a scene where it does this in the trailer. If I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Actually, this is it right here. Here it is. Turn off the music. So, it shows a deer, and then it shows an alien. See that? It goes from a deer to an alien. Like, I was like thinking of Obama's movie when I saw that, and then apparently Obama visited the set. I'm like, really? Well, that's kind of interesting. But like I said, we already had our nation dedicated back to God, and now we are also going to celebrate the 4th of July on July 4th, obviously the 250th anniversary. And I think they actually did it right when they dedicated it back to God, from what I can tell. There was no weird stuff in there. They didn't say there was like, they didn't use multiple religions or any of that weird stuff. They actually, it seemed like they were literally talking about Christianity, dedicating it back to God. So if it is what I believe it was, then we should see some really big changes in America. It doesn't matter what they plan out. If this nation belongs back to God, He can do things to change it and bring it back to where it's supposed to be. Anyway, we have here also Jennifer Aniston. I wanted to play this really quick. Her take on religion is really bizarre. Check this out.
No, but religion, that's why I was my grandmother, Greek Orthodox, but religions, they all had the judgments about who you were with or how and it just felt like if religion is something that divides people based on absolutely nothing factual about the human being and their heart.
The lottery of what house you were brought home to as a baby.
Yeah, because you grew up in this home and it represented that and that's what you learned and so that's what you then go out and you believe. And
Bro, I think her grandma's going to be a little bit upset with what she's saying here because it doesn't even make any sense. She's talking about basically, for her it sounds like it's all about relationships. Like, oh, look, you're trans. You're not accepted in maybe the Greek Orthodox Church or something, right? Obviously, there are churches that do accept that stuff out there, but what I'm saying is I think she's making this into something very simplistic. Clearly, religion is not about just who you're in a relationship with. It's not about, human to human stuff. It's about a lot more than that. When you die, she mentioned hell and stuff. It sounded like she was talking about Protestant hell, not Orthodox hell. It sounds like she doesn't even know what her own religion was, or at least her grandmother's religion. Maybe her mom is not religious whatsoever. Maybe that's why she has no clue about what Orthodox think about the afterlife, because it sounds like she doesn't. It's just so weird listening to Hollywood actors and actresses talk about religion, especially when they don't know anything about it. You know what I mean? I find it just like, oh my goodness, just totally cringe listening to her. She seems pretty clueless. And then of course they're talking like, what if you're born in a Muslim household? What if you're born in a Buddhist household? What if you're born in an atheist? I think God can handle that. You know, she's talking like, it sounds like someone who's Protestant would be saying the stuff she's saying, not someone who's Orthodox, a Greek Orthodox. Now, I'm Protestant by default because I'm not Orthodox or Catholic, although my wife's Catholic. But the fact is, like, there's a lot of different views on hell as well. Now, a lot of people are not aware of it. They just assume that there's this one type, eternal torment. You die, you're screwed if you didn't believe or something like this. But in reality, there actually is 3 different major opinions in the early church on the afterlife. One of them was that God annihilates some and saves others from hell. So one viewpoint is that hell is like a prison and some get out of it and go to heaven, and some of them end up with death row, where you literally die a spiritual death and you're just gone completely. And like death row is usually reserved for the really, really nasty ones, kind of like the worst people you can imagine, end up in death row. And this actually kind of fits sort of the book of Enoch. It talks about 4 chambers. The two top chambers were for the righteous, the 2 bottom chambers for the wicked. And in the 2 bottom chambers, there was the one chamber you could get out of, and then there was one you couldn't get out of. And the very, very bad ones went to the one way down at the bottom you can't get out of. And those are the ones that end up annihilated. They end up in the lake of fire, and after so long, they're just gone. They get their second death. Now, that's one viewpoint that you probably never heard in church, but that is a viewpoint from the early church. There's another one, even on top of that, there's another one that says God uses hell to beneficially discipline people and bring them to the truth, and then eventually everyone gets to heaven, which I don't believe that one, but there's that was a viewpoint of Alexandria. Clement of Alexandria taught that, Origen taught that, but I think the predominant one in the early church was the one I first said there, the one that's kind of like a prison. You get into hell. If you're not that bad, you'll eventually, through punishments and repentance and faith, you'll get out of there. And then if you're like a really bad person, you're going to end up in the lowest one and you'll never get out of there. Okay, so that was a predominant viewpoint, I think, in the very early church. And even St. Augustine says that. He says, my viewpoint on eternal torment is not even the most popular viewpoint in his time. He says it in a different way. I've quoted it before on Acts, but he says that his viewpoint was a minority viewpoint. And now today, that's what 90% of people believe is what the minority viewpoint was in the early church. At any rate, that's my video. Kind of want to know what some of you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. And thanks for watching. The spiritual veil is now lifting, and we're now seeing who is what around us in our society. This is Tony. Hope you're all doing well. We have Peter Thiel now leaving the country. We'll get into that. We got what Neil McDonough recently said about Hollywood, but we're going to mainly focus on kind of what's going on with our leadership, whether it's in business or the government. Do they really want to be gods? Are they talking this way because they're obsessed with, power and money? And we have a very bizarre thing going on in Silicon Valley. It's not just Peter Thiel. They claim to be conservative. They claim to be Christian even. But then their works say otherwise. We're going to get into all of that in this video because apparently this is going viral right now about Peter Thiel. Everyone's talking about how he just left the country, head of Palantir, or is that how you say it? Palantir? However you say it, the right pronunciation. We got a lot of crazy stuff to talk about with regards to that. Let's just get going here. Let's start with Bad Bunny apparently admitting that celebrities are not exactly human, according to this Grammy speech. Let's just play this really quick. Check this out.
We're not savage, we're not animals, we're not aliens, we are humans and we are Americans.
Slipping till I get off papers, then back to the Henny sipping, tax time ballin'. Flex on the clerk in the courthouse, probation costs paid them off, then I'm shutting them all down. I'm frontin', can't afford kicks after I put that cash down. They trippin', no, I know, all silver liners have clouds. I'm catching inspiration, dumbing out the Parks and Rec. Draw the prince in my rhyme book, audio architect. Hard to clown the kid, won't say it to my face though. I got to say so, pounds worth more than pesos. Face facts, face to face, you get your face smacked off the front of your physical. Fall back, I don't play that. Can't file record cause we still the best. Sound system blowing that LBS. That LBS. Sound system blowing that LBS was good.
Shout out CPC. Kiss side. You know I'm all for that leisure shit. Niggas talk slick. See me get amnesia quick. Always pull up with a bitch you never see me with. This ain't even my final form on some freezer shit. Him nicest, boss shit, M Bison. Driving foreign cars on a suspended license. Spend time when I like this. I got bitches fighting for me like Mike Vick. I run in the pocket, it double as an ice pick. nigga, on some 1,000 ways to die shit. Niggas stuntin' hard, if you at home, don't try it. Won't say shit, got the right to remain silent. I'm trying to get paid, I've been perfected the timing. Niggas ain't got Clio, but they want the consignment. You know how many pesos for a pound? Niggas trippin', but we just on vacation, and that there is the difference. Listen, maybe that shit, motherfuckers.
Try to clown the kid, won't say it to my face though. I got to say so. Pounds worth more than pesos. Face facts, face to face, you get your face smacked off the front of your physical. Fall back, I don't play that. Can't file record cause we still the best. Sound system blowing that LBS. Yeah, that LBS. Sound system blowing that LBS was good.
Universe Productions.
We're not humans. Okay. Little slip of the tongue. Maybe it's a little bit more than a slip of the tongue. What do you think? In his Grammy speech, he said that we had Neil McDonough here saying Hollywood labeled him a religious nut. costs him his career and home. This is in a recent article that came out on page 6. Neil McDonough, is that how you say his name? Neil McDonough, is looking back on a dark moment in his life and career. During a recent interview on Fox News Digital, the 60-year-old actor discussed his Jimmy Stewart biopic. He is part of Jimmy, which is set to release on November 6th, and a time when he thought his Hollywood career was over. What time is the bar open? That was generally my thought process back then. He explained it was, fired from a show because I wouldn't kiss a woman. No one would hire me because they thought I was a religious nutbag, which is that I love my wife so much and no one could understand it. No one could understand it. This is so dumb. I mean, you should not have to be forced into some scene you don't want to do with another woman if you're married. It's just ridiculous that they consider him a religious nut. You don't even have to be religious. You could just be, as he was saying there, it sounds like I don't even know if he was religious back then. Just loved his wife. He went on to admit that while he was always a drinker, but it became a bad problem after he was blackballed for refusing to kiss his co-star, saying, I lost the house, lost the cars, lost everything. Over a kiss. That's so dumb. Actor's currently starring in Jimmy, which tells the story of Jimmy Stewart in celebration of what would have been the actor's 118th birthday. It's a dark time. The Desperate Housewives star found kindness in his friend, actor Luke Perry, who allowed McDonough and his family to live in his home after they lost theirs. Oh, that's cool, man. Luke Perry, it's from 90210, a long time ago. Justified was just coming out, but I still think I was worth anything because I failed to my family, I failed my wife. I mean, he's not a failure, man. He was trying to do the right thing. That's just so ridiculous that you have to lose everything over that. That's absolutely insane. You should be able to choose what you want to do, what parts you want to do. You shouldn't get blackballed for it. I mean, it's obviously some weird, dark pressure in Hollywood to do evil things. Clearly, a lot of them have sold their souls, as they say, for that fame. And he was one of them that wouldn't sell his soul. However, we do have others that really have to ask. They claim to be Christians. You got Peter Thiel, for example, describes Antichrist as a hyper-Christian deceiver. What the hell is up with this guy? We're going to get into what he's all about. He just left the country out of nowhere. Did you know he had a family? Apparently he's married to another man, but has 2 adopted children that he just enrolled in school in Argentina. And there's a lot of very bizarre stuff surrounding what he's doing, what is going on in our government as well. We'll get into that. And a ton of other things, including what they're building on Alcatraz Island. These tech bros who claim to be Christians, literally building something that would be the Antichrist, while claiming to be against the Antichrist. We'll get into all that. Some very bizarre things people are discovering about the man, why he might have actually moved to Argentina. Does he know something that's coming that we are not privy to? We'll get into all that much more. First of all, I'm going to mention Food Supply, 25-year shelf life. The link is in the description. 3 months worth for $7.97. They have lots of other packages available as well. You just go to the top of the page when you first click over, and you can click this right here. And they have lots of other options available. Go check it out. Link is in the description for that. This book here, The Lost Ways, How Your Great-Great-Grandfather Lived Without Electricity, How to Build a Cellar, Do Things Around the House as they did in the old days. Hundreds of pages illustrated. You're going to definitely need that if the power goes out for an extended period of time. Link is in the description for that. Let's get back to the video. So we have here Tulsi, right after she resigned, because she said her husband had bone cancer, although some say she was actually pushed out. And I'm thinking these interviews on Sean Ryan make it very obvious that she was pushed out, because she wouldn't just be wined and dined and do whatever they told her, kind of like what happened to Neil. He wouldn't do one little thing they wanted because he said, hey, I'm faithful to my wife. Tulsi wouldn't take the money and just do what she was told, so she got pushed out. And she's saying that they literally want to be God. Check this out.
They have done for years all that they could to destroy me. We don't want our boss to be infected with your boss's toxicity.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Where are these agendas stemming from?
A big factor is the insider trading that goes on. In some cases, they make direct threats, but ultimately, what does it come down to? It comes down to power. And the ends just...
Yeah, ends justify the means. She says more here. Check this out.
Where are these agendas stemming from?
At its core, it comes from people who ultimately want to be God.
They want to be God. That's crazy, dude. So she says they ultimately want to be God. That's just crazy, man. There's obviously some weird obsession with some of these people in Washington. We heard what she said in a previous interview, that as soon as you show up there in DC, they're trying to wine and dine you. They tickle your ears, get you to go on board with whatever garbage they're trying to peddle, whether it's big food, pharma, whatever it might be. Get you some insider trading. Get on board with us if you don't get on board. They'll pretend like they love you. They're everything about you. They have people all around you trying to lobby you, entice you. It's like the sirens in the Odyssey or something. As soon as you leave, you're irrelevant. They don't even care about you anymore. They literally don't give a crap about you anymore. You have here Peter Thiel talking about the Antichrist. This is so weird, some of the stuff he's doing. Let me get this straight. Peter Thiel was an early Silicon Valley donor to Trump, who currently sits as president of the United States. He handpicked J.D. Vance, who goes on to be the VP, and is still in that position. His friend and former co-founder Elon Musk is the richest man on the planet and is about to be do the biggest IPO ever in history. His fund was one of the earliest backers of SpaceX, amongst many other successful investments. Literally everything he wished for has happened. Everyone he wanted in power is currently in power, but he is now leaving the country to move to Argentina. What am I missing here? Well, who else moved to Argentina, my friends? Remember that guy from World War II? He moved to Argentina, allegedly. What's going on with Argentina? Who is Peter Thiel? German-American billionaire, entrepreneur, venture capitalist, PayPal mafia, who's on with Elon Musk early on. Founders Fund. This Thiel co-founded the prominent Silicon Valley venture capital firm. His philosophy, he's detailed his investment philosophies and thoughts on building monopolies in his 2014 best-selling book, Zero to One. Supposedly he's conservative. That's what they claim. For some reason, I don't believe it. He's a gay guy that has 2 adopted kids. He had a recent seminar near the Vatican on the Antichrist. You have this clip from Danny Jones that's rather intriguing. I want to play this here. American actor Duncan Trussell, who attended Peter Thiel's Antichrist lecture, says Peter Thiel wants to change the book of Revelation and reshape humanity's future using advanced technology and AI. Trussell claims Thiel wants to fix the apocalypse and believes he's alone has the power to alter the destiny God has for the world. This is insane what he thinks. Let's just play a little bit of this.
Bizarre hybrid. On one side, you've got kind of like, somebody who's been living in the world of the transhumanists for decades. Somebody who, that's his life. It's a tech bro. And on the other side, you have someone who appears to be taking the book of Revelation literally, right? So it's this combo meeting.
This is worse than people that are atheists. I'm going to say that, because when you start to see what these guys really are doing, it's like a massive perversion of our religion. I mean, they're wanting to stop Revelation. See, he doesn't look at the book of Revelation like it's something that's factual that will happen. He looks at it as something you need to stop. What? How are you going to stop something that's written down by God? It's almost like he thinks he has the power to do something like that. And then he has these really weird ideas on how to do it. And it's not just him. There's a bunch of these tech bros. Silicon Valley conservatives back giant monuments. Bitcoin miner Ross Calvin is pushing for a 450-foot tall Prometheus statue on Alcatraz. I talked about this before. Prometheus is literally the torchbearer. What is Lucifer called? The light bearer. It's literally the devil. It's a second generation Titan in Greek mythology, commonly equated to the devil. I believe it is actually the devil, because I believe that these beings that the Greek mythology talks about are based on ancient accounts of actual beings. I don't think it's just some made up stuff, although it might be, modified over the years or made strange stories about them or whatever, modifications to the stories. But I do believe this is actually based on real beings that God created, that perhaps were part of the divine council. They were watchers. They were various types of small g gods, because the scripture actually uses the word gods. It doesn't use the word angels. It says the word Elohim to refer to these beings. Okay? But of course, a lot of Christians are not aware of that. They just read it in English. They just see the word angel. They think that's all it says. It doesn't actually say that. It says small g gods. So these beings, they have powers. It's kind of like, superhuman powers, whatever type of powers you want to imagine. But ultimately, they're not like God himself, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. That guy has obviously invincible powers, omnipresent, omnipotent, essentially infinite power, right? A lot of difference between him and them, just like between us and God. Infinite difference in power. But the point is that they are building a statue to the devil. They claim to be Christian conservative. What are you talking about? This is like a fake Christian. That's what we're talking about here. Fake Christians pretending to be Christians. They co-opt religion because they know atheism has failed. So the devil, what he wanted to do back in 1870, talking with Albert, of course, Pike, he was saying that he wants to move the society from Christianity to atheism to the Luciferian light. And this could be sort of a co-opted version of that, where society has a lot, in many respects, moved from Christianity to atheism, but now it's moving away from that, because atheism inevitably is a dead end. And the devil knew that this would ultimately happen anyways. It would cause people to become savages, which is what we saw in former USSR. This is what Albert Pike wrote about before it even happened. But the devil wants to catch you from atheism to Luciferian light, then from you returning to your senses and saying, oh, well, obviously there's a God. But he wants to capture you when you're in this state, your weakened state, and bring you over to him. That's the intent. And the best way to do that is to pretend you're a Christian. Pretend, like the Pharisees did, to be of God when you're not. This is what he's doing, I believe. You got this guy right here, Jason Reza Giordani, however it's his name. Claims to be an American philosopher, but he's actually literally arguing for the Nephilim, for the Watchers, against God, against Yahweh. This is a new version of atheism, by the way. It's basically Satanism. And actually, I just saw another, I didn't even pull it up. Let me pull it up real quick, because I think this is important. There's a famous atheist from 10 years ago. It was like all over the place arguing atheism all the time. His name was Aaron Ra. Is that how you say his name? I can't remember how to spell his name. Let me look it up. There's got to be an easy way to do this. Okay, I spelled it wrong. Aaron Ra. It's not actually the word Aaron. Okay, let me back up and find this. So apparently he's a Satanist now. So this is literally what Pike said. Christianity to atheism to Luciferian light. This is literally what Aaron Ra did. Here it is, actually. I just found it. Here it is.
My name is...
Okay, here we are. This is Aaron Ra, former atheist. Used to promote atheism like for a decade here on YouTube. Now he's a Satanist. Literally, you'll see it. He's part of the Satanic Temple. Check this out.
This is Aaron Ra with the Satanic Temple. This invocation today was inspired by the 7 tenets.
You see that there? He's literally got horns on his head. This is the guy I told you to go away from Christianity because there is no God. Now he's literally a Satanist. This is exactly what Pike wanted right here. This is exactly what he wanted. But see, a lot of people are not doing that. They're realizing this atheism's dumb and they're going to Christianity. Matter of fact, there's another person that just did it. I didn't even have that pulled up either. All right, I found it. Anna Kasparian on Candace Owens. She recently has decided she's no longer an atheist. So now she apparently believes in God. Check this out.
Yeah, this is the first time I've said that publicly.
Which is amazing. I mean,
I just feel like there's something bigger than us, and it's hard to explain. I'm not really big into religious doctrine per se, but I definitely don't think I'm an atheist anymore.
Right.
Yeah. This is
So that's good. I mean, I was figuring she wasn't an atheist. I was thinking about a year ago she started questioning her atheism because of how she was attacked and how the Armenian community, I think it was in LA or something, got attacked. That was when she started to really realize things were not right on her side, as she was far on the left, you know. Anyway, so she started to wake up to some of that stuff. So you're seeing what I'm saying. So the devil understands this principle that if you go too far to atheism, you'll eventually bounce out of that because it's dumb and wrong. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it that way, okay? Because that's what it is. Because there's a lot of atheists who are now no longer atheists. Amazing atheist, no longer an atheist. He has some weird religion. He's not a Christian. He believes in, I don't even know what the hell it is. It's some weird stuff, okay? He's not an atheist, though. He believes in some gods or something. I don't know what it is. It's some weird stuff. You got Richard Dawkins saying he's a cultural Christian. You know, they're like backpedaling what they're saying. They take the atheist label off their stuff now, the skeptic label off their stuff now. It's not popular anymore, right? So they walk back. Now some people are actually becoming Christian, going to church, Joe Rogan, et cetera, et cetera. You get the idea. The point is, some of them are going full on Satanists. You got this Aaron Ra guy, became a Satanist. You have also, what's the other one? Is it Secular Talk? I can't remember that dude's name, but he's also cozy up with the Satanic Church too. These people are ridiculous. The whole thing with atheism is it just leads you, the whole entire point is to bring you into Satanism. That's exactly what Pike wrote too. Getting back to this whole thing with Peter Thiel though. So here we have Gons, Face Like the Sun. He's talking about this. Peter Thiel hasn't actually even read the Bible. And he's talking about this interview where he says he wants to change Revelation, right? The one I just played a minute ago. Revelation 22, 18 to 19 warns everyone who hears the words of this prophecy of this book. If anyone adds to them, God will add to him the plagues described in this book. Similar warnings are echoed in Deuteronomy 4:2, Proverbs 35:6, calls people who do what Thiel is doing as liars. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm just going to call a spade a spade. This guy's not dumb. Peter Thiel knows that the book of Revelation says don't add or take away from it, yet he wants to change it. He goes right next to the Vatican and has an Antichrist lecture. Obviously, the guy is not a real Christian. It's not rocket science, okay? He's got some weird thing going on, and it reminds me of some of like the early founders in America. There's a few of them that were pretending to be Christians, and they actually had ulterior motives. And I think that's what's going on here. And this is actually very common as well, that the devil loves to get fake ministers into the church. You could see it during the time of Jesus. The Pharisees were clearly trying to get rid of Jesus because they weren't of God. It's not rocket science. That's the devil's best disguise, is a pastor or priest outfit. That's his best disguise, literally. And I've been saying that since the beginning of YouTube. The devil is in the church and outside the church. You need to know that. If you don't know that, that's why you get deceived. That's why everyone gets deceived. It's a paradigm where the devil's in both places. He's like making ministers complete hypocrites, teaching false doctrines so people become atheists, and then also make God a cosmic killjoy. You can't do this, that, or the other, have like a million rules like the Pharisees, so then you become an atheist, and then he goes over here and he's on the atheist side. Hey, yeah, come over here, you can have fun and stuff. You go over there, and then he's like, hey, look, the Satanists are basically atheists. Then you join the Satanic Church, and next thing you know, you're Satanist. That's how the devil works. It's like super obvious, but a lot of people can't see it because they just believe that there would be no devil in the church when there is a devil in the church. We've been tracking Thiel's interest in Bible prophecy for a few years. Basic summary of his takes, as far as I can tell, is that he wants to prevent the Antichrist, but to do so, he wants to also to prevent Armageddon. The thing is, the stuff he says makes no sense. Peter Thiel says he doesn't want any guardrails on AI. That right there sounds insane. It sounds nothing like he wants to stop the Antichrist. It actually sounds like he wants to create the Antichrist, if anything. It sounds like the opposite of what he claims. His whole ideas are insane. We'll just say that. Peter Thiel's ideas on Bible prophecy are crazy. That's what they are. They don't make any logical sense. The guy runs to Argentina. He has relocated to Argentina due to concerns over the direction of the United States' future and is already hosting dinners with local economists about the Antichrist. Thiel will live in Buenos Aires, most exclusive neighborhoods where he could be offered permanent residence or even citizenship. Apparently he's friends with the president there. Thiel may view Argentina as a testing ground for dark enlightenment, which say society should be governed by corporations. So he doesn't believe in democracy or our form of government here, republic, democracy, whatever you want to call it. He doesn't believe in any of that. He believes that corporations should run the country, apparently. Wasn't he also he was emailing Jeffrey with the island, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure he was. I'm pretty sure I covered that before. Let me look that up. I'm quite sure he was. Let me make sure I'm right. Can't spell. Come on. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. He supposedly went to him for tax advice. That's what it was. He was on Joe Rogan. He's also sending emails to him all the time, talking about how they can change the world and stuff. The guy's crazy, dude. He's just straight up crazy. Pretends to be a Christian. He's trying to stop God's Armageddon or something. I don't know what he's doing here. It makes no sense, actually. New Zealand fast-tracked openly gay Peter Thiel's citizenship 2011. 2012, our government handed him $9 million taxpayer money for his Valar ventures.
What you say now? What you say now? What you say now? What you say, Chuck? What you say, Chuck? Yeah. On the dance floor alone like Xavier. X marks the saviors. There's people all around, they think I'm Javier. I can't save you. My agent Hushana Wahhabi are silent but loud, but they ain't see behaviors. The roll and they bounce around Galal nature, but never saw the sons if they spoke out now. Bitterness to fall, but what was sweetness is rising, facing the giants, the real freakness with the real freak misses that wants the tribe. Show them how to love. The bondage was the vibes, though the feels be now. Or David Armour be gone. Yeah, story to turn a journey into a toy transformation. Still some psych after awarding. Never thought you're crazy as any more adorning. They ain't see the dream like X, they seen as boring gum. Lost all before and served the real treat. The world's a skating rink alone, it's just me. Felt like it was but king. I saw you clear, not a simp, son. Don't ever think to arcade me. Crazy. Is it is or is it ain't? Yeah, I need to know. The truest test the when I feel I can't. Now I flip to what I can. Speaking life, I'ma do by the strength through Mashiach. I dreamed of you this morning, then came the dawn. I'ma keep it smooth on this part right here. I'ma stay out the chest voice right here. Yo, listen. Skating all alone with the loners, the true test is in now. I can see them thoughts burning. Had to wait it out and deal with real discernment. No confliction, sticking to the mission. Naomi by love, Curtis the prize to see a sunrise. We are embracing your dwelling high. And the spiritual, we take it into the upper room. Rightly divided made me feel like ex-girl. She was tired of being played. Yo, behave. Tears fall, she didn't know the pain he graved till he let it go. Even the car had to engage in a beating. No trauma will be defeating.
Got stretch pants. That boy got stretch pants. Hey.
Yo, Junior to the far slice into tidy whities. I don't wanna see you judged by the Almighty. The trash man got a job to a lot of liking. And I see some Hebrews about to catch a biting. And I see assemblies about to lose some leaders. And a lot already lost in their mind like ooey. Black dynamite's about to blow like suey. It's a spawn, I would go like. If you ain't got no love, say the ice cream. I got a lot going on, yeah, I might scream. Without the voice raising up when I did me. Repent. Without the voice raising up when I did me. Repent.
Got stretch pants.
Repent.
Ain't nobody scared of you.
open in the name for shame to be forbidden, just as forbidden tree, heavenly on earth it is severed. Learning that lesson better, so-called pastor. Salute to my sister, salute to my brother, and hope you ain't hating a secret, cause y'all will uproot anything that is seedless. Don't have the heat, can turn a deaf ear. I'm glad that you're here. Yo, I'm glad that you're here. If you feeling different, a blessing to hear. Just wait, you'll see just like Saul. Just wait, you'll see just like Saul. I'm really in awe. How good is this righteousness when you're involved? Get it and solve, cause then we'll be Esau by Jacob. Yah is the all, Yah is the maker. Yahuwah, oh man. Yahuwah, oh man. Yo. Woo. They running in fire, it's getting hot. Woo. Didn't y'all tell you don't play with fire? Hey, need my blood chopped off the top. Esau head chopped off the top. Reverse, back at your eyes. Hey, really I got love for them all. Do not think I'm dissing them. Y'all can raise stones to praise him. What you say now, chuck them. Woo.
Jeffrey later dumped $40 million into the same funds. New Zealand government also installed Palantir software around the same time. That's so crazy. And there's even more stuff that came out that I didn't even want to mention, but Don Jr. apparently just married a woman, and she is the daughter of a banker that worked with Jeffrey. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? This sounds insane. Is just corruption everywhere? And everywhere, literally? Is that what's going on now? I can show you that too real quick. Don Jr. married. It's top news right now. Married the daughter of Jeffrey's personal banker. It's just crazy, man. Like, what is all this? It's so nuts, right? It's like a fake version. It's like an inversion of reality. Palantir knows everything. Its co-founder Peter Thiel is quietly getting out. New York Times just reported he relocated his family to Buenos Aires, enrolled his kids in local schools, bought a $12 million, 17,000 square foot mansion, ultra exclusive Barrio Breck neighborhood. He also met multiple times with Argentina's president. So the question is, what does he know that we don't know, right? What does he know about what's going on with AI that we don't know? This is interesting as well. This guy pointed out how Argentina has some interesting land features. I think Peter Thiel chose Argentina because he lives in the high Andes and will shield the continent. I'm not surprised because the giants in South America were present up to 1500 AD. That's interesting. It's not going to be a good place for cosmic radiation, though. The magnetic field is very weak there. It's okay. So what he's trying to get at is the fact that if there was some cataclysmic thing, giant waves, the Andes would stop it. He's also saying that you notice all these tech bros, billionaires are building bunkers everywhere. Clearly, they're anticipating or concerned that something bad could happen as a result of all the AI and stuff that they're currently into and doing. At any rate, I think you get kind of the idea with regards to that. I'm trying to think if I covered this on this video or on this channel already or not. No, I don't think I did. You have here data center developers leaving gifts. I mentioned this in a previous video on my business channel. For landowners on their properties, just giving them money, trying to make an offer to buy their home so they can put a big data center on it.
I text them, told them I don't want any gifts, I'm good. So anyways, very, very weird. I'm all dirty, I was working on my horse trailer. Very weird, yo, very weird. So these are the gifts. This is a gift card to Outback or whatever. It says talk to you soon. This one has $250 and it has some money back here. This one is very weird, yo, because to give you an idea, I wear beat up boots 24/7. Like, I don't even care if I had the money to buy new shoes, I wouldn't buy new shoes. Nike gift card, talk to you soon, $250. Yo, weird as shizzles. And so I was hoping they came back to get it. And then the cash, as far as the cash goes, it's like in a safety clip.
$400. So they're trying to entice people so they can buy their land to put data centers on them. You have here also this Dubai Museum of the Future. This man Jonah here showing what they're trying to do with this. Check this out. Let's play this really quick.
The Museum of the Future in Dubai. This right here, this system, is the first payment implant under your skin for contactless payment. There's a reason that Neo and John Connor tried to take out the robots of the future because artificial intelligence is here.
Yesterday.
So what's interesting about this is I showed that on White House's own website about the 6G future. I can show you that real quick. I've already shown it numerous times, but I should probably show it again here because some people just won't believe it. They actually have about implants on here as well, right here. This is on whitehouse.gov. Winning the 6G, here you go, implantable, of course, technologies. So this is the kind of stuff being put forward. It is like corporations working in tandem with the GOV, but pushing, of course, the ideas of these people at the top. Now, why are some of these guys leaving the country, building bunkers? Is it because they know something's coming? What's going on with this? At any rate, that's my video. I kind of wonder what some of you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below, and thanks for watching.
What really happened on that Thursday here at Augusta High School that led to Chris Wood's death?
The fuck is this? Yeah. I'm dying in this fucking country ass fucked up town. Shit flying in my mouth. Oh fuck, I can't see pollen. Let's get the fuck out of this country, motherfucker. I can't wait.
Yo. Knocking at the door, not expecting me. Mountains coming down like Big Mabel on Learning Tree. on new for the new and the truth that truly excluded by the ones who don't want to see it breathed. That's inspiration, that's inspire, that's inspirare, that's an empire. What I used to do to my vinyls I pay bank for. Broke everyone that was close to my heart, make sure, like Bow, wanna do for his children. Praise the Lord. I'm angry more than emoji. Told y'all before, the darkness on like shining coming out of the black, just to weaponize the old peeps and the young ones to judge and rise up new so deep with the new body, with the new people. Mountains debilitated until the body's equal. When the sacrifice viewed to all of the evil, one risen up and y'all thought y'all saw lethal. About to take it higher like James while the Brown teaching. Here it comes, yo. Just know I warn the people. Before I let the plants go to the earth, I let mercy get a hold of you first. Ain't to your favor, but flavor will burst. The truth will slap you or will heal your hurt. While the beat system keeping you working real thin, real flipping and forgetting the real sin that fills the den of the earth. With lions that want you to comprehend. Daniel the rest to make you feel where it all began. But isn't first, the last will have you fast before you make amends. Live in houses, but if the Ruach gone is dead within. Remember when technology wasn't our best friend. When they see the boat, they see pride, I see judgment, I see mercy. Before a multitude covered cause love is in. Rain at it, although the love could have gone thin. I see a Dylan of leaders around the four corners of the earth, swimming in the same condemnation. Unrepentant and stiff-necked, worse than Eli, but carrying ordinances and commandments. Holding precepts but not getting the things they need. Ruin communities, claiming to restore in the name of love that make sense. Beyond human comprehension, a new covenant revealed at the Ruach within the living since the beginning. Zadok under Malak Zadok within the order, priest and king walk and still talking within us. They wanna see us corrupt but ready to combust. Eruption built the volcano of destruction to kill family disrupting. Wanna be starting something, wanna be starting nothing. Religious hypocrites that wanna sit in high chairs or playing a humble role and still hurting souls and crumble visions. If that sister or brother got faith, is it difficult? Is it faith aligning? Don't matter the age, you can see what was shifting, but division necessary even in the midst of prisons. You seem to. It's all a game of luck, just like shooting craps. I'm more than the old patient who bows often talk back. Pat, pat, at the afro reminds me of the intro of Wayans, bro. When the mountains come down, yeah, you know it was weighing, bro. It was weighing wages for sin and staining clothes. It was fraudulent and killing almost every soul. But only one in this rotation, so heaven abodes. When we learn D will, we learn to be whole. And the will is the sound would be so foretold. Adults swim, but with children one time on the road. Again, mountains weigh in.
The reason we start out the program like that, some people was talking about that. If you don't hit like on the thing, it doesn't go out. The video won't move. It won't go into the algorithm here on YouTube. And if you want the news to go out to people who are getting what we're talking about, that's the only way to do it. That's why we do that, because you have to. All right, so we've been watching pretty much the Trump meetings today. He's been in and out of them, so we've been watching all this. Now, Israel officials are now privately urging Trump administration to completely abandon the Iran negotiations, which I believe that already happened a long time ago. Now, they want, what this is saying is assassination of Iran's lead negotiator. Immediately restart strikes, targeting Iran's oil and energy infrastructure to trigger regime change, which is never going to happen there either, while not caring about the massive impact of an expected Iran retaliation on Gulf energy infrastructure. Now, Trump has already privately been backing away from the deal since Sunday. Backing away from the deal since the day it started. This is coming from Hal Turner. Hal Turner believes that there's going to be a correction here, and there is not. Like I said, they believe the world is just going to keep on going. That's what most of the world believes. Most everybody you're surrounded by, that's what they believe. Everything's going to get better. Everything, it's just the lie. Satan's fed this world, and they can't get out of it. Trump has already privately been backing away. Trump's decision is definitely finalized until the financial markets close this week. With the concern, Trump will formally end the deal. Now, I'll tell you tonight, after the meeting that he had with all the Joint Chiefs and everything today, they started flying a ton of stuff over there, so I can already tell you that Trump did not go through. But he did put out like there was going to be a deal, which he always does, manipulates the markets, makes somebody rich, and then all this stuff happens. The related info below is not covert intel. Now, global oil reserves are dangerously low. Global oil inventories do not hit zero to cause massive price havoc, and the system dips below 7 million barrels. Circulation seizes up, and the energy system fails, which is where we're going. Markets will push up prices to avert systematic failure before this happens. Trump's war brought us about 8 billion barrels in February to 1.6 billion barrels today. September would be 6.8 billion barrels. The gas pumps will close way before that. Thus, oil prices will spike before September to destroy demand and keep inventories intact. They destroy demand by making the price so high. But the thing is, I don't think what he understands. He is selling off the reserves. And I've been watching the reserves. And they dip so low right now by July. The rest of the gas will go to the military, especially if an all-out war happens, especially if the war with Russia and Ukraine hit the level that what they're saying is going to get. Now, for the first time late last night, the first time since we've been doing this, I was hearing through the grapevine that Russia and Belarus will take Kiev. That's the first time. And we already knew, we've been talking about that since 2022, that was going to happen. Last night was the first time I've heard the media talk about it. So we know what's coming. That level of an oil spike to $150 or even $200 a barrel will cause severe economic contraction, according to the top-notch shop. In other words, if Trump doesn't make a decision to reopen immediately, perhaps even if he does, we're looking at a global recession. They said they're still believing what's happening. When I hear them say recession, I know they have no idea what's going on. There's no way to avoid it all because Israel with Iran. The thing is, they don't understand this is Bible prophecy. And if they think this is a recession coming, they ain't seen nothing yet, because there ain't going to be nothing to have a recession. There may be in the United States. It's going to be hard. But they can't seem to understand it. There's no telling them. You can warn them all you want, but they'll never hear. peaceful sleep is over. Dmitry Medvedev, deputy chairman of the Russian Federation Council, posted a rather ominous message about us. It's coming. Citizens of the UE countries, you should realize the authorities have entered into the war. So he's saying that NATO is in war with Russia. This is setting the stage for them to start hitting the NATO nations. Already happened early into the morning today when they hit Romania. So be vigilant and don't be surprised by anything. The peaceful sleep is over, but you know that's why. You should have realized the authorities have entered the war with Israel, Russia. Don't be surprised by anything. The peaceful sleep is over. And that includes the United States because they're using our satellites to do it. Energy Information Agency, oil, gasoline, and diesel supplies running way down. We've said this over and over. We're selling off the strategic reserves. Everybody's running out of jet fuel. It's all there. When this thing crashes, everybody's going like, wow, I can't believe we didn't know. United States Energy Information Agency, EIA, has issued the latest report about oil and oil inventories. The numbers are not good. Last week, gasoline inventories fell another 2.57 million barrels, and the distilleries fell to 2.107 million barrels. And like I said, every day, and I'm going to keep bringing it up, Iran still pouring fuel into the stream. We are definitely at a boiling point when this thing goes, and it's going to be a nuclear bomb unto itself. Trump enters Situation Room for final decision on Iran deal. A little over an hour, President Trump entered the White House Situation Room. We waited to see what he was going to do after this, but the president came out and started sending the military started moving. Iran has submitted various offers to the U.S. For weeks, which they denied. They didn't get it. Today stated they will not continue any more negotiations until $12 billion in their frozen funds are transferred from Qatar. With that deployment, Trump called his national security team a situation meeting room to make what he described as the final decision, which he said this every Thursday for like 12 weeks. At the publication of the story at 12:39, that meeting had been going on for here. This is what he put. Iran must agree that they will never have nuclear weapons. I'm telling you, it's just like deja vu. It's like Groundhog Day. Same thing every week. Hormuz Strait must be immediately open. No tolls for unrestricted shipping and travel. Same thing. All water mines, bombs, anything will be terminated. We have moved through detonation numerous such mines with our great underwater minesweepers, which once again that's not true either. That's why ships can't go through there. There's still mines there. He's just making this stuff up. Iran will complete the immediate removal and detonation of mines. Well, if we moved them, why do they need to go move them? He tells the lie inside of them, which will not be many. Like I said, it just disappoints. Ships caught in the strait due to our amazing and unprecedented naval blockade, which will not be lifted, may start the process of heading home. Say hello to your wives, husbands, parents. The enriched material, sometimes referred to as nuclear dust, which is buried deep underground with virtually collapsed mountains caused by our powerful B-2s, the B-2. Attack 11 months ago, sitting at the top of it will be unearthed by the United States, which is so he's saying we leveled it, but now we're going to go dig it out. People, I'm telling you, they tell you the craziness inside of this. Say it out loud. The United States, which has agreed, if the only country along with China, mechanical capability of doing so, in close coordination and conjunction with the Islamic Republic of Iran, plus the International Atomic Energy Agency has destroyed, no money will be exchanged until further notice. Other items are far less important, have been agreed to. I will be meeting now in the Situation Room to make a final determination. Thank you. And I'll tell you what they're doing. This is more military help. There's your answer. As I said, they don't want that blockade moved because this is to bring in the Antichrist. That's what they're doing. This is not the United States, China, Russia. It's none of that. This is the Antichrist. That's what they're doing. They're setting everything up for it. That's what's happening. All right, so NATO Supreme Commander coordinates with Romania after Russian drone strikes apartment building there in Romania. NATO Supreme Allied Europe spoke by phone today with the general, the Romanian chief of defense, after a Russian drone crossed into Romanian airspace overnight, struck an apartment building in the southern part. That's Israel. Romanian radars tracked the drone where it crossed into the roof of an apartment block and ignited a fire. The F-16s from the 86th Air Base that launched at 1 under NATO's Eastern Sentry Authority, supported by III-330 helicopter. Pilots had authorized to engage targets for the duration of the alert. Teams from the General Inspector for Emergency Situations Minister, Romanian Intelligence Services, and the Romanian Police are working with the RO alert messages were issued. See, high-level NATO coordination. Hours after the strike, the Supreme Allied Commander, on a direct phone call discussion with the General, the leaders reviewed the F-16 response and the NATO's Romanian Defense Corporation. They agreed to maintain especially close contact while the investigation continues and while additional protective steps are assessed. The Supreme Allied Commander of Europe also expressed concern for these wounded in the incident. Now, I do believe Russia could have been testing them out to see how long it took the F-16s to get there, because we're seeing a massive surge of troops from Russia and Belarus starting to mass. People, they are. They've got all their weapons ready to go and they're locked. Same thing is happening with China. Now, the media itself is trying to keep this stuff out. They're trying to block it. They don't want anybody to know because, like I said, they're all in unison here. When this thing goes, it's not just one of them. It's going to be all of them at the same time. I know it's hard to believe, but God's already told us it's simultaneous. When they move, they're all going to move. People's going to be running around screaming because they're not going to know what's happening to them. That's why I told you to be calm, no fear, because we know it's coming because God's been warning us. Everything He's told us, all the way down to Belarus and Russia, years ago, is now happening now at one time. All of it is. All right, let's see. I want to go over here. So the New York mayor breaks decades-long tradition by skipping Israel Day Parade. I mean, he doesn't hide that he does not like the Jewish people. None of them does. China begins to overhaul the world's largest surveillance network with advanced AI. It said, all that to control the mass. That's what they're doing. That's what all that's for. Let's see, let me go over here. Down here, missile alerts over Israel. All right, Trump wants to be the Super Nobel Peace Prize winner hero. Iran wants to destroy Israel. Israel wants to destroy Islam. All three will bring destruction. This is coming from Bubba News. Just like with Israel's surrounding neighborhood enemies, the first half of the prophecy with Iran begins on God's wrath and anger. That's Jeremiah 49. That's why I said God. Bubba News is correct here. That's God's wrath. Okay, He's going to do that. Not a peaceful outcome. In other words, this will be solved. This will not be solved diplomatically. That's why we know we're close. Because see, right now they're trying to work out the Daniel 9:27. That's what they're working on. And all this sets up the Antichrist, because he's the one that comes in and confirms. That's why I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're there. We see it. That means the rapture of the church. Anyway, that's why you see the world's armies moving towards war. That's why. It's very close. Well, I told you, don't hang your head. It is definitely in here. You can see it a mile away. I was watching this thing with Ukraine and Russia last night. Listen, they have still not yet hit those buildings with the Americans, and they've told the Americans to leave. So it's all set up. It's all ready to go. That is going to wait till the restrainer is completely removed. But we definitely see the move up until the restrainer being removed. That's why I told you. No fear, you're probably going to see some weird stuff, and we're already seeing it. world's militaries are on the move. Flight radar tells us exactly every time Trump makes these announcements, we can go check flight radar and he's sending stuff over. Talking about, okay, we're going to bring everybody back. He's not even intended to bring everybody back. He's splitting more over there. Everything that's not bolted down is headed there. That's why we know what he's saying is not truthful. And see, most people, they take their word instead of going and watching it and seeing what's truly happening. They listen to the media. And that's why America has fallen to the point of no return as it is, because they put their trust in politicians all these years and they didn't basically go in and fact check them. And that's why America's broke, cannot be fixed. It is $40-some trillion in debt, cannot be fixed. Doesn't make anything. Right now it's living on AI. That's the only thing. It does not make anything. And once the petrodollar goes, and that's what you're seeing now, is the final days of the petrodollar, then that will make the Americans basically a third world country. It will happen overnight. Nobody will see it coming. They'll wake up the next morning, their bank accounts will be empty, nothing there. That's why they went to Venezuela and the other countries. They broke overnight, and that was it. That's what's coming. The US dollar has to be gone, because they're going to go to a digital currency, and that's why it's all being set up, even here in America. It's hidden inside your banks. That's what we talked about months ago. That's set up right now. It's voluntarily. But it's all set up. It's already there. It's like that all over the world. It's all set up. I told you, they can roll out the mark of the beast tomorrow if they want to. They can until we're gone. But it's all there. The infrastructure's built and ready to go. And we are too. But trust the gospel. 1 Corinthians 15:1-4. Just on the cross for our sins, past, present, and future. He died, was buried, rose again on the third day. The scriptures, trust in Jesus alone, confirm everything. Do not take your eyes off of it. I want to thank everybody donating through PayPal, buy me coffees, Venmo, Cash App. We're able to purchase more Bibles today and send them out. Get those ready. Right now, like I said, we're doing exactly what they've been doing. Traditionally been doing with Petra, with the Jews, because we know that's where they're going to go. The tribulations, everybody the Bibles, everybody's doing it all over the United States. Same way, a lot of brothers and sisters are hiding them, which is probably one of the greatest ideas. I don't know why I didn't think about it. So people are hiding them in different places in their homes so they'll be able to get to it. Because once this thing does happen, ladies and gentlemen, it's chaos. It's close, because everything God has been telling us through this time that was going to come at that time, we're seeing it for the first time. That means at any time now, the rapture of the church will take place. Like I said, we don't know exactly what happens right before that, the communications go or not, but like I said, stay calm. If they don't come back up, you know exactly what's about to take place. It's the rapture of the church. Be ready for it. And the way to do that is no fear, be calm, because there might be somebody next to you. That'll be our last chance at that very last second. I love each and every one of you, folks. So you hear from me again, I'll see you at home.
Thank you. Let them do their thing with the crystal balls and their long young females and all that bullshit stuff. Meanwhile, the music is just gonna be on my own knees. I ain't gonna do it because demons hasn't worked. That's not what they plead the blood of Jesus in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. They say I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. Praise God. God has a sweet smell. It's a beautiful scent. He's a wonderful Savior. He's even sending His Spirit right now in your house, right where you at, to take what's wrong and make it right. So this is the message I have for you. From the little Munchkin choir here. This is a little Munchkin choir. This is the message I have for you, Brother Christian. For all of you out there who dealing with witches and warlocks working against you. You're ready to hear this? This is a song that we have for you right now. Here we go.
That was very sweet. Let the joyous news be spread. The wicked old witch at last is dead.
Like the march of the wooden soldiers, right? The wooden soldiers in the army of the Lord, which is even better than the march of the wooden soldiers because they was wooden. Okay, that's the message I want you to hear. That's the song I want you to hear. You ready? Let's keep on back and do this.
Hello YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review, fam. You know what? Retirement is a pipe dream. It's a part of...
What's going on? What's happening? Let me tell you something. For those that have just awakened, that awoke, I get it, you know, better late than never. And if you're sincere, you know, if you're truly trying to win the good fight, if you're truly trying to wake up your people and you want to see good for all mankind, I feel you. You're sincere. And I wish you well in your endeavors. I hope the outcome that you're looking for, whether it be ascension, whether it be just for peace on earth, I hope you achieve that with the help of others. So this video is not dedicated to you. This video is dedicated to those that looked at me while I was out in those streets trying to wake up my people 10, 20 years ago and laughed.
Everybody having a good time, seeing a ruach in each other, enjoying.
Straight up. They laughed at people such as my...
Get on that piano over there real quick. And let's do it. You already know what we about to do. I like that. Yeah. Hey, no drums, just piano. Yeah. Hey. Alright, about to spit something. Here we go. Don't look to be like the Sanhedrin. They arguing, bickering, fussing how they understand the script. Aw man, religious sect do more danger than Caiaphas. If it's Caiaphas with the Ruach, it will reject the hate and seek to get prompts. But prophecy is prophecy. As the 12 plus another really see. I see many crosses, I see mockery. I see sons raising, that's a sign of king. I see heaven empty while the sufferings of the suffer sing, singing praises. Many flipping through pages, but power missing. Were the fathers in here? 10,000 instructors, is Abba in here? Seek to forgive, the powers in here. Doubters in here, as lukewarm is here, we conquer. See our humble in spirit. Accuracy, but missing the deeds. Dangerous deeds, neglecting the heed. Because of the flesh, the message is seed. Dangerous deeds, praising for things, neglecting the seed for idolatry. Things that can fade, today or tomorrow. The heart's all in sorrow, feels like a borrow. Better to lend, better to send. Love when I'm in and out by their sin. I love prophecy, it just confirms the things that I saw. To know that I learned, to learn again, to help a nation, to bear Mashiach. The truth is sensed, the world is rinsed, the world is dry. Give world to Yah, to humble in. Hey. I'm loving this, man. I love when we can come together and there's no art against nobody else or no craziness, no narratives, no false accusation, no false assumptions. Everybody getting along, man. I love it. Gotta see what everybody else talking about, man. Let me get back here real quick, man. Thank you for getting on the piano, man. Thank you, man. We gotta keep it going. Even in bad times, we gotta keep this going. It may seem bad, but we gotta keep this going, man. I just like how raw the content is. It's natural flow. Natural flow forever. I miss my friend, but I know she's just resting. I'm gonna just keep going with this. Yeah, man. All praises be to the Most High, Yahuwah. Through Yahusha HaMashiach. Let's go listen to what Mashiach is saying, and let's do the works.
12 o'clock.
Myself and others that were part of the conscious community that was trying to wake our people up a long time ago. This video is dedicated to those people that now have woken up. Not because they're sincere. Not because they really want peace on earth. Not because it's in the best interest for all of us to be woke and to make a change. Nah, they woke because they broke. And that's real talk. And what I mean by that is, if it weren't for hyperinflation, high gas prices, rent going up, food, shelter, and clothing, they wouldn't be woke. Let President Donald Trump, in which, he can't, but let him say, we're lowering all the prices of everything in the United States. Housing is going to be affordable from now on. Food is going to be dirt cheap. We're going to rise up the minimum wage from $7 and some change all the way up to $12. Instead of you working a 5-day week schedule, you're going to work 3 days out of the week and have 4 days off. And I guarantee you, these people that are so-called woke will stop being woke. They're going to turn their alarm clock off and go back to sleep. Guaranteed. All of the expats that left America and now are living in foreign countries are going to move right back to America. Straight up. Because ultimately people want to put the burden of their responsibilities on others, such as their government. So in other words, they don't really want to run and control their own life. They want someone else to do it, but they want to be able to dictate how other people control their lives. It's real talk. That's why for some of these YouTube channels, these entertainers that I ain't never heard pop off no type of conscious shit years ago, now all of a sudden they popping off all this conscious stuff. Now they talking about 15-minute cities and the credit score system, social credit score system that China has now and that the United States is trying to implement. Now they're talking about digital identification and digital currency and all the rest of this stuff. Whereas just a week ago, they weren't talking about none of that shit. They were calling people that were talking about that type of shit, such as myself, conspiracy theorists. Now everybody want to talk about genetically modified foods and what they're doing to us. They're killing us with the food. They want to talk about 3D printing meat and all the rest of that shit, clone meat and all the rest of that. Wasn't nobody talking about that shit just a week ago. Everybody was cool. Word. Cool with going to McDonald's, ordering the number 3. But the minute McDonald's went up on their value meal prices, that's the minute these motherfuckers started talking that dumb shit. Well, not dumb shit, but you know what I'm saying. Start talking that genetically modified food, and they put a human flesh inside the rest. Man, I was talking that shit. No lie, I was talking that shit back in 1996. A lot of you woke people are just late to the fucking party, and it's just that plain and simple. So when you look at my videos and you hear me talking about stuff, you'll say, oh man, you late to the party. Nah, I've been talking about this shit. I got 2 channels. Actually, I got 3. This channel, Long Live Langston. I got another channel called Greedy Langston. It's a cooking channel. I don't hardly be on it. And the first channel, which is Langston 2092. And I was talking that shit ever since 2013, I think. That's when I first got on YouTube. But I've been woke. I've been woke since 96. This is my life. Excuse me, this is my life. This is what I do. I'm not a fake, I'm not a fraud. I'm not monetizing consciousness. I remember back in the days, the CEO of Whole Foods and 50 Cent tried to run with that bullshit. conscious capitalism. Ain't no such thing, man. Stop it. And that, seriously, that shit went in and went back out. Cause ain't no such thing as no conscious capitalism. Straight up. Unless you're trying to capitalize off of consciousness. No, it does. That makes sense. You got a whole lot of people out here that write books and claim that they're woke and they're doing it for the benefit of, in specific, the black community, but in reality, they just batting in their pockets. That's all that shit is. Dr. Umar is one of them. Polite, Brother Polite, how I could go down the line. They get their money and then, boom, they out. Yeah, man. The only reason why a vast majority of people, seriously, this is my word. When you go to the cookouts, the Thanksgiving dinners, the Christmases, the 4th of July, the Memorial Day weekends and shit, I'm telling you, this is my word, and you know it. Some of your family members, friends and shit, they be talking that deep shit, and you be saying to yourself, man, you ain't never taught like this before. Now, all of a sudden, it's trendy. Or it's trending, you know what I'm saying? It's trendy to be woke. I knew they commercialized, as they always do. I knew that when they commercialized woke, when I heard melanin recessive people say it, I'm like, huh? But of course, they take every goddamn thing. Me being ignorant, I thought that they weren't gonna be able to take that, but they took it. And now in the melanin recessive community, woke is something bad. But that's real talk, man. Straight up. All these people out here talking about the New World Order and the Illuminati and all of that shit. You know, an elite family and bloodlines and the Rothschilds and all of that shit. They wasn't saying none of that just a week ago. Just a week ago, you were talking about LeBron James, Michael Jordan, who got the fattest ass in the hip-hop industry, you know, rapper-wise. You were analyzing motherfucking mumble rap, like, man, that ain't good music. Y'all were talking about nonsense. That's real shit. But now, all of a sudden in the barbershop, motherfuckers got something deep to talk about. Man, get the fuck out of here. Straight up, I kid you not. I kid you not, that's my word. Let Donald Trump, these companies and corporations, come together and lower prices on everything in America. And I guarantee you, motherfuckers that said, I don't want to work for the man anymore. I want to grow my own food. I want a homestead. I want to do this. I want to be on my own. I want to be independent. And all the rest of that shit, them niggas gonna go back to work. They're gonna go back to McDonald's talking about something. Let me get a number 3 and can you supersize that as well? I guarantee you. Cause everybody's fake. Everybody's full of shit.
They say when it rains, go grab an umbrella. I'm living through the pain from fighting through the weather.
Motherfuckers gonna go back. Niggas that drink tea now. Oh, you know what, drink tea because it's medicinal and this and that. So nigga, you gonna go back to drinking soda. Real shit. I keep game, man. You know, all of a sudden, motherfuckers want to talk about something. Well, when you want to get all deep and shit, whatever you put out into the universe, you'll get back. Man, fuck out of here. You wasn't talking about none of that dumb shit just a week ago.
So hit the south side and I give you what you want. I try to keep it real so I never had to front. I let the hook play while I roll.
Now when I come over your house, you in a lotus position with your hands like this and shit. You talking about But years ago when I put the chant on and I was meditating. You was like, man, what the fuck are you doing? And you called up my homeboys and friends, family and shit.
Shut-town is down. Geo space up. So here goes. They say when it rains, go grab an umbrella. I'm living through the pain from fighting through the weather. Since I was little, me and my family stuck together. Temptation is a bitch, I was fighting through her pressure. The fam coming first, I treat him like a treasure. That's why I keep a picture of him sitting on my dresser. My mom is an angel, I'm hoping that he bless her. I try to ease the pain, everything is trying to stress her. Live above an error, I always been a member. My life is like a book and I hope it's a bestseller. I have my ups and downs, kinda like them levers. I'm giving people a hand, like a kind gesture. The man with the most isn't always in the front. So hit the south side and I give you what you want. I try to keep it real so I never had to front. I let the hook play while I roll up another blunt. She asked me where I came from, I told her where you headed. Back to LA, I said baby where you reppin'. I got these ideas and I'm trying to make some records. So when the train stops this time, I'ma catch it. When the train stops this time, I'ma catch it. When the train stops this time, I'ma catch it. When the train stops this time, I'ma catch it. So when the train stops. One day after school, I was headed home. Headphones on, had my mind in the zone. Got to the crib, all our shit was outside. We had been evicted and the house was on the line. I remember times when we ain't had no food. Everybody broke, but we had to make do. That's why I made Lame, that's the name of the crew. And true to the name, so I live above you. Like Pharrell said, homie, you could do it too. I'm smoking good green, so I never had a blues. I try to keep it real, cause most people fake. I turn the sound down when them haters try to hate. I'm up on some new shit, I just innovate. If rap is a house, then it's time to renovate. I say all aboard, so everybody check it. So when the train stops this time, I'ma catch it. Yeah. She asked me where I came from, I told her where you headed. Back to LA, I said baby where you reppin'. I got these ideas and I'm trying to make some records. So when the train stops this time, I'ma catch it. When the train stops this time, I'ma catch it. When the train stops this time, I'ma catch it. When the train stops this time, I'ma catch it. So when the train stops. I dedicate this track to my dead homies that didn't make it to see the age I am now. That's why I made Lame, L-A-M-E, stand for living above many errors. So with that being said, I guess I'll let the hook play again. Yeah. She asked me where I came from, I told her where you headed. Back to LA, I said baby where you reppin'. I got these ideas and I'm trying to make some records. So when the train stops this time, I'ma catch it. When the train stops this time, I'ma catch it. When the train stops this time, I'ma catch it. When the train stops this time, I'ma catch it. So when the train stops.
No, I'm just playing. Yo.
Too many holes in the bag when it's working. Can you stomach what you have when it's working? Is it a lie? Is it average or worthman? Being killed cause your cares ain't lurking? Is it attention cause the people ain't lurking? See what you say is the devil could be purpose, but when it's showing you casting no BC. She is the cell that be looking for the defeat. Have you all shoot jingle on a copy? When you find out you talking to the Mashi.
Psych.
The Mashi does not exist.
And don't tigger, the words can be trigger. The raps could be cancer after flames from the sinner. Sinbad original, before Kazam.
I am Shazam.
Demons unleashed, if you quicksand in Egypt. The boy, oh boy, save us and man, I heed ya. Really, I need ya to know. Getting tricked and myself know, cause I was a witness to it. Abyss, let them know. Abyss, let them know. Abyss, let them know.
I thought I told you what was in the abyss. It's that glow in the dark with the Luciferian twist. It's the light bearer causing the night terrors. Don't fight fair, using oppression by enemies you would think they're pharaoh. The Mashi, they don't need paper to copy. Take a couple fools with the dark arts like Quan Chi. Call it light work and it's really Illuminati. Fruits looking very sloppy. We dropping bombs on their plans just like Fireworks. Light shining, demons blinded just from the contact. Mashi's versus the Mashak, that's when the bodies drop. Naga serpentine schemes all from a false god. Yeah, they wanna put in the work until they call off. Saying they got pulled, but it's really all talk. Saying they got motion when nothing is really working. Say they making moves when all they doing is twerking. One thing's for certain, we see them all lurking. One thing we know is they cannot stop the purpose. Sub-zero feelings on foes, they stuck with the Mashi. They want smoke but ducking all types of heat. Feeling the blaze like scorpion stings. Couldn't endure to the end, that's why they had to leave.
Biting the hills while bruising their heads. Treading on Nagas, now the serpent's dead. Mashi cannot best the Mashak with the Ruach. Mashi cannot best the Mashak with Ruach. Biting the hills while bruising their heads. Treading on Nagas, now the serpent's dead. Mashi cannot best the Mashak with the Ruach. Mashi cannot best the Mashak with the Ruach. Nah. Mashi cannot best the Mashak with Ruach. Mashi cannot best the Mashak with Ruach. Flawless victory.
Yes, friends. Let us blaze the marijuana. 420. Fucking high and I'm flying high and I'm fucking high and I see from my face that I was fucking high and I'm flying high and I'm fucking high and I see from my face that I was.
When you see, you believe, it seems. But what if you just believed? There is only believing that gave life to all that was thought of and becomes seen. And then when said and done, is given a life to live beyond what you need, beyond what you want, beyond what could have ever been imagined. The creation from nothing is manifested into creation in itself, and then some. Far too much to fathom. From the beginning since time, when he spoke of and rose up everything. And for everything there is a time, and for every death there is a life. There's no wonders to worry when you keep in mind the news that is good and the power of El Shaddai. Jesus Christ. Love and let love. These days and the last days. These times and the end times. Ex nihilo. With the utmost peace, the most promising innuendo.
Look up, Marlon. Say cheese.
Instant history.
Baby's gonna cry for the namesake. I know some Christians that's maturer than some baby faces. They man-child or some baps to get some bops. I'm on your conscience if you're SpongeBob for the shell. With the Patrick to treat or break the cell. It might look perfect, but life ain't no wishing well unless you threw Jeremiah in it for sending hell. Storms out the mouth of the prophets for giving wealth. Hated on by the ones who say they're here to help.
Here to learn you
You, even if it's weighing family in scales. Law and order, if you hate it, then don't jam me then. I got subscribers from heavens, my views, Shamaim. No boast to boast, but most high, roast the ghost. In the blood of Mashiach, not my own votes. If anybody send them a play, they sold.
Talking about some, yo man, this nigga Langston is crazy. I came over his house, opened the door, he talking some, now you doing it. Fuck out of here, man. Now all these women wearing, and don't get it twisted, man. Let me say this. This is not meant for sincere, real, woke people. This is meant for the fake motherfuckers. Now all of a sudden, everybody wearing onks and shit on their chest. Now women got fucking tattoos of aunts all over their chest and different fucking, you know what I'm saying, like religious symbols and all the rest of that shit. They got chakras, and the neck chakra on the neck and all the way down. And come on, get the fuck out of here, man. Got motherfuckers walking around here looking like Erykah Badu back in the days. Not now, I'm talking about back in the days. Like that on and on and on and on. Motherfuckers growing dreads. I don't eat meat anymore. When you get conscious? Just a week ago, you was like, yo, man, I need my protein. I need to eat me some meat. That's why, man, this is real shit, man. That's why I don't like people. I don't like being around people because people are wishy-washy. People are sometimey. People go along with the trends. People go along with whatever is going on in society. And when that shit stops, then people stop. See, I've been wearing locks, dreadlocks, however you want to put it, since when it was unpopular. Now that it's popular, and once it become unpopular again, I'm still gonna be wearing it. Because I don't allow society to dictate what I do. Straight up. This is organic. This is real for me. I'm not faking. This is me. But for some, you're full of shit. And the only reason why you're woke is because you're broke. Straight up. I bet you money. For you all that ain't got no job and shit, I bet you money. If you got a good job, this is my word, I'm not even lying, because I know how people are, man. I bet you, if tomorrow you got hired, right? And your boss was AI, all that shit you was talking about just a week ago about how AI is taking over our jobs and how, you know what I'm saying, AI is going to eventually, try to take us out and all of that shit, you ain't going to say none of that shit. You going to report the work and you going to talk and respond, answer, and listen to what AI got to say, your boss, without any type of threats, without any type of, resistance. And that's real talk. That's real shit. And people know it, man. You know it. You know it. You know your brother full of shit. You know your sister full of shit. Your mama, your daddy, everyone. Straight up. That's real shit. Let things go back to normal, so to speak. Like back in the 90s where a gallon of gas was like $1.27 a gallon. Like you could go to the grocery store in the 90s with $30 and come back and come out with like at least a bag and a half to 2 bags worth of food.